This will be for the con exercise, equation practice with angle addition. So for each angle, they either give us a number or an algebra expression. All right, I'm going to label each angle. It says the measure of angle AOB is 9x minus 75. So right here is AOB, that's this angle right here. And that is going to be 9x minus 75. All right, the measure of angle BOC is 8x minus 67. So here is BOC. I'm going to label that 8x minus 67. And finally, both angles combined, AOC is going to be 96. So I don't want to make a mess of my diagram here. So I'll just put it on the bottom. The measure of angle AOC is 96. All right, so let's build our equation. If we take this, the measure of this angle here, that's AOB. So the measure of angle AOB, and then add it to this angle right here, that's BOC. Measure of angle BOC. That is going to equal the measure of the overall big angle, that's going to be AOC. Okay, let me fix this here. The last one is the measure of angle AOC. All right. So AOB, we said, was this angle right here. We plug in the algebra expression, 9x minus 75. And then for BOC, we plug in this algebra expression, 8x minus 67. And we set it equal to AOC, the overall angle, which we said was 96. Combining like terms, 9x plus 8x is 17x. And the constants, negative 75 plus negative 67. Let's see, that's going to be 130 plus 12, negative 142. And that equals 96. Solving for x, the opposite of negative 142 is positive 142. Okay, you want to do the same thing to both sides. The 142 minus 142 cancels. Bring down your 17x. And 96 plus 142, that's going to be 238. Solving for x, divide both sides by 17. The 17s cancel. And x equals, let me do this on the calculator. 238 divided by 17 gives us x equals 14. Okay, now that's not what they asked us. They asked us to find the measure of angle BOC. So this one right here is BOC. We have to plug in the x. And we said x was 14. So that is going to equal, let me make some room here, 8 times 14. 8 times 14 minus 67. And I'll do this on the calculator. Let me see. 80 plus 32, that's 112. Let me use the calculator so I don't make a mistake. 8 times 14 minus 67, that is 45. Final answer. If you're not sure and you want to double check your work, you take the 14 and plug it in the other one as well. Okay, so that would just be 9 times 14 minus 75. And let's see, I'll do that one. On the calculator, 9 times 14 minus 75 is 51. Okay, and as a final check, 51 is this angle. This angle is 45. 51 plus 45 gives us 96. So that was the overall angle. Okay, so you can solve for the other angle if you want to check your work. If you're confident your original answer is correct, then you can just stick with the original answer, and that was 45 for angle BOC. So you just enter 45 inside the box. All right, it says given that BA is perpendicular to BD. So this upside down T symbol means perpendicular. All right, and perpendicular means it makes a right angle. It makes a right angle, which is 90 degrees. So this means these two line segments are perpendicular. They make a right angle with each other. So I'm going to label that BA and BD make a right angle. All right, here's BA, and here's BD. So these are perpendicular. They make a right angle. So I am going to draw a little box or square in there, indicating that that whole thing is a right angle, 90 degrees. All right, it says measure of angle CBD is 4x plus 52. Okay, right here is CBD. So this angle is 4x plus 52. ABC, angle ABC is 8x minus 10. So ABC is this one right here. That's going to be 8x minus 10. All right, and now we can use angle addition. All right, this one right here is ABC. So the measure of angle ABC. The other small angle is this one right here, CBD. Measure of angle CBD. And the overall angle is ABD. Measure of angle ABD. Okay. So ABC is this one right here. We said that was 8x minus 10. CBD is this one right here, 4x plus 52. And ABD is the whole thing. We said that was 90 degrees. All right, combining like terms, 8x plus 4x is going to be 12x. And the constant terms, negative 10 plus positive 52, that is positive 42. And that equals 90. Okay, solving for x, I'm going to subtract 42 on both sides. Bring down your 12x. 42 minus 42 cancels. 90 minus 42 gives us 48. And dividing both sides by 12. The 12s cancel. And x equals 4. Now, that's not what they asked us. They asked us to find the measure of angle CBD. So in the last problem, I plugged in x in the diagram. In this case, I'm going to plug it into the write-up. Okay, so x equals 4. Let's look at their write-up real quick. If x equals 4 and they want us to find CBD, which is this right here, I can just plug in the 4 right there. So that's going to be 4 times 4 plus 52. Okay, 16 plus 52 is 68. And that is the final answer. Now, if you want to check your work, like I said, if you're confident, then you can go with that. But if you want to check your work, plug in the x in the other angle as well. So this is 8 times 4 minus 10. 32 minus 10 is 22. Okay, 68 plus 22 equals 90. Okay, and that's what we said before, that it was a right angle, so the two angles combined should equal 90. So this right here is the final answer, 68. The rest was just to check the work, if you want to do that. 68, right in the box. All right, just a quick reminder, if you get one that says it's a straight angle, that is 180 degrees. So just briefly, if you take this angle here and add it to this angle right here, when you combine those two, the whole thing, when you add those two, the whole thing is going to equal 180 degrees. And by the way, you don't necessarily have to label everything on the diagram like I did in the previous problems. You can just build your equations based on the two smaller angles adding to the big angle. So if you say measure of angle ABC and add that to this angle here, CBD, measure of angle CBD, you can set that equal to the whole thing, angle ABD. Okay, and then once you have your equation, you can just check the algebra expressions and plug those in. So it's really that simple.